Hi there, and welcome back, kind of. Wanted to take a moment and walk you through the agenda for this week. Most weeks will follow the similar format, so if you can follow with me today, it should make everything make sense for the remainder of our school year. You'll see first in the yellow highlight, if you have not yet registered for Smart Music, you need to do so by clicking on that blue link and then enter the class code that's next to that. That will enroll you in the 8th grade band on the Smart Music program, which is completely free. Right underneath that is the Smart Music tutorial video that I made, and it explains how each week would work in terms of how you'll practice using the program, and then when it's time at the end of the week to submit your final project, how you can submit that video. So please be sure to check that video out. You see, each week you have a project that's due on Friday at 5 p.m. You're going to use Smart Music to practice each day, Monday through Friday, any day that we would normally have school, for a minimum of 15 minutes. That's a lot less than what we would normally expect of you, but it is important that you keep playing each day, just a little bit. And you'll see that you have options based on what it is that we've asked you to submit for your work. What you're looking at right now is actually the agenda explanation video. So I'm going to take you through the weekly agenda so you can see what it is that you would be expected to do for this first week. Each week will have basically the same format. The page will look the same. We'll show you Monday through Friday everything that we're looking for you to do. You'll see it's really only one thing, but it breaks it down by day. Option A is you on your own, which means you're just taking that 15 minutes and you're working on what you want to work on. Option B is maybe there's a day where you just don't really know what to work on, so I'm going to give you some guidance as to things you could be practicing. You'll see that this week's project is to submit a recording of High Voltage by Friday at 5 p.m. And for the first day, you're going to read through the piece and you're going to pick one thing that's a little tricky to work on. And again, by watching that Smart Music video, the tutorial, it'll show you how it is you can use that program. It will show you what the program does in terms of showing you notes that are right and wrong and how you can fix those. On Tuesday, you can do option A, which means you choose what you want to practice for 15 minutes. And on option B would be you practicing High Voltage at different speeds, and you can change the speed on Smart Music in the corner. Again, the video shows you how to do that. Notice that on Tuesdays we have our Zoom meeting, and that's from 1:30 to 2, and that's just to check in, answer any questions you might have. Everybody gets a chance to say hi to each other. Please stop in during that time, and we'll just say hi and answer any questions. Note that your recordings are not saved day to day in Smart Music, so you're going to have to submit your recordings on Friday. That means if you have a good recording on Monday or Tuesday, when you log in the next day, that will not be there anymore. So if you have gotten to the point that you're doing really well, then you might choose option A for the remainder of the week, practicing other things, and then on Friday logging back in using Smart Music to submit your final project. On Wednesday, if you want option B, it says to work on the second half of the piece. Don't forget you can slow the tempo down if it gets tricky. Thursday, again, you can work on your own, or if you're looking for some guidance, you can work on the first half of the piece in Smart Music. And then on Friday, you can either take a few minutes to do what you want to warm up, or you can run through the treble spots and run through the piece once or twice, focusing on your tone, your tuning, your phrases, and so on, and then make sure that you submit your final project to Smart Music by 5 p.m. on Friday. This is just an overview of how week 1 works. The other weeks will be very similar, but when we check in on our Zoom meeting on Tuesday, if you guys have any questions or problems, we can adjust to make sure that this is all something that you're capable of doing. This isn't supposed to be stressful for you, and obviously we're being very understanding and we'll work with you. If you have any questions, feel free to give me an email, and I'll get back with you just as quick as I can. Good luck!